Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Wars of Napoleon. So, good news! Very good news. Right, so I had an email back from Slytherin Support this morning, and after following the steps, I think the problem's been solved. I have a campaign over here which I just started as Austrian. I didn't do anything, I just like moved the units around, did some decisions, events and stuff like that, and basically just went through 10 turns. And to see if there's any crashes. So 10 turns, 0 crashes, absolutely no problem. You can see here 7 turns over here, crashes every 5 seconds. So that's good news, that's pretty promising. So hopefully, we will not have any crashes in the future. Which is a first for me. I mean, my god, playing in a Jud game without the crashes, I feel like I'm being shortchanged. My god. Is this music loud enough? I should one day live stream something like this, just so I can have somebody to say, hey, yeah, that music's loud enough, thank you. Ah, right, so I can actually see them developing their territory over there, that's nice to know. The detail though is just so nice. Now what to do with the fact that it may not crash? I have no idea. So we did see this build-up of Austrian force over here last time, so that's fine. 2 days to there. I believe I was sending them over here or something like that. I could do sending this force over here actually instead. What do I actually have in here? We have a small secondary force. I say small secondary force, he can lead about 20 command points worth of stuff, so that's not too bad at all. So where is the army commander over here? Messina. Ah, okay. That is a face of a snooty man. And then we have some further forces over here then. Okay, so what do we actually have in this army? About only 13,000 men. I'm guessing most of this is made up of guard cavalry. 13,000 men, but 8,281 horses. Yeah, that's cavalry. No, that's an independent. Is this dragoons? That's, yes. That may be... No, these are chasseurs or chasseurs. I don't know how you say it. This is artillery. 64 cannons in here, actually. That's a significant amount of cannon. Indeed, that is a significant amount of lovely cannon. Really what we need then is more infantry, I suppose, to make up the meat of our forces. So we have about 6,300 men over here, and this is light infantry. So they're basically Guard and Genoa. Yes, a French detachment. Oh, so we do have, oh no, these are the troops I started recruiting last turn, isn't it? Yeah, okay. We have forces down here. We have about 21,000 men, 2,000 horse. So the largest armies seem to be in the area of about 20,000 infantry-ish. We have Napoleon over here, and he has about... Oh, no, I was completely wrong. He has about 33,000 men, 33,920 men, plus the 3,000 cavalry. So, not the smallest of forces. Definitely nothing compared to the forces that you'd see in to end all wars. I mean, god damn, they were huge. Okay, so... let's take a look for some supply points. I think I'm going to send Bedant. I don't know how the hell you say his name. Bennett. And yeah, sure. And we'll send him over there. He has no supplies with him, but he will be able to make it into the town. And then we'll just tell him to enter the structure, and you shall remain there. I'll have you on the offensive mode, the offensive posture, sorry. And then at least we can take that, stay in the town, avoid any attrition, then I can send them north to Rich. I'll probably be able to take that. I need the weather to improve. I really do. Okay, I'm gonna have to sort out my armies over here. This is ridiculous. There's so many troops that I need to arrange and just put into proper armies and proper corps. So that force has actually lost quite a bit of strength over there. A couple more turns without supply and they may withdraw. And then it may be my chance to unite the French Navy. The Imperial Navy. Okay. There we go, turn the music up a little bit more. So, we're short on cash. Very short on cash. We're actually dirt poor right now. Let's take a look at the log, actually. Right, so everybody else has declared war on Oldenburg, that's fine. Your nation is under the influence of 46 faction modifiers. Wow. Is this just something that loads up or something? I'm not entirely sure. We have under our command a total of 2 armies, 12 corps, and 13 divisions. Huh. Interesting. Now, I don't know how this works. I don't know if these are the ones that we already have or the ones that we could get. Revolutionary spirit. Interesting. Trenches. Oh, that's nice. So you could have trenches. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Is that the end? Okay. So if we take a look over here, then we go to our military reforms. I think right. So I think these are the kind of, like, tactics, or the reforms. I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty, how it actually works. I should have looked at the manual, but in all honesty, I prefer to just learn as I go on. The option will allow France to annex Oldenburg, the French do not own Munster. The year is 1809 or later, France has at least a division there. Previously annexed Hanover, created Westphalia, and annexed the Kingdom of Holland. Allows later creation of the Grand Empire. Ah. Interesting. So if we annex Hanover, we annex Oldenburg, we annex, the Dutch. We could go for something, very strong negative impacts on relations with Spain. That's interesting. Well, it would make sense as Spain is very, very Catholic, with close ties to the papacy. Gain this as a national modifier. We'll see then. So we need to first get on our high horse and take Hanover. Okay. These are Franco-German. Well, it's a Franco-German commander. What are these? Can these be combined into a division? I do not believe so. Right, so we have some light infantry over here. These are Brigade Gration. So it's just light brigades then. Yeah, we need infantry divisions. So we have a division in here then. Though it's really damaged. Fair enough. How's the weather? Muddy. Right, so these divisions. These are in fact divisions. We have some cavalry over here, some guard cavalry. He's a militiaman, so not exactly the best commander. Good population, administrator, staffer, cavalryman. 25% combat bonus. That sounds pretty good. Oh, this is division cavalry. Interesting. This looks as though it's heavy cavalry or guard cavalry. Yeah, that's heavy cavalry. Dragoons. Right, so this is our guard artillery. Very interesting. So you are a 445. Commit guard and charismatic. You are a training master, a good commander, and a good army administrator. You are 667, well. Good commanders, don't get me wrong. So we need more divisions. That's what we need. We need to centralize the army of the Empire. So I will take this guard artillery. There we go. And we'll take these men over here. So that brings us to a full force of about 33,000 men. So a good strong army actually. Okay, so we already have the command elements over here. So I'll leave him inside the city for the time being then. Okay. Now the issue with having all this cavalry is it's fantastic, but what I need to do is probably have my cavalry follow up in a smaller stack behind, so then at least I can have the main stack with the majority of the infantry, and then using that, break my way through the enemy forces and then have the cavalry come and support me. So can we ask them to basically give up? Right, build defensive works, retaliation, breach traitor. So it's 20% chance of success. What are the costs? I don't think it has a cost, but I don't know how many times I could use that. So I think I'll save it possibly for the bigger cities. I mean, that's a size 7 city with level 1 fort, level 1 fort, okay. We'll see how things go then. So we're gonna save over here. We'll have Marshal Ney continue his march. So it could be there in 19 days. Yeah, so the roads are non-existent over in this region, so we need to go over to Tours, or Tours. From Tours to... yeah. Not the best terrain. I could do with definitely developing this terrain, territory. Perhaps that'd allow me to travel faster? Not entirely sure. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Right, so in the Indian Ocean we have about 6 ships. Second rank. These aren't bad, 74 guns of the line. Well, 74 gunship of the line is not bad at all, really. I could do with trying to bring them back to France. I can't get by this blockade, it's way too powerful. How are our relations with the Portuguese? Portugal, where Frauenbau? Portugal, -9. We'll see how that develops. It's a decent force, and he could have a lot more men. Right, yes, we started developing more artillery. Having a lot of artillery probably will be very useful. The fact that we'll have the range and firepower advantage over them if we have a lot more cannon, and as well it will unlock some different battle plans, I believe. It would seem the Dutch are building some extra ships. What do they have over here? So these are merchant ships, okay. Okay, so we'll move on. Hopefully the game will not crash. I'm really hoping for it. Really hoping it does not crash. So come on, we'll have a little bit of faith. Dun, 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 dun. So the plan is we take out Oldenburg, we take out Hanover. I imagine Hanover's got to have some forces. Oldenburg probably not too much, if any. But Hanover should at least have some kind of military. I mean, there was the British King's Own German Legion. And they've got to have them somewhere. Probably in Bremen. Would make some sense. But yes, we'll finish with that. And then we'll see what else we can do. I'm trying to gain some more German allies. But we'll see how things go. I'm planning to perhaps have an early invasion of Austria. Like, perhaps we station a good number of men in Italy and the Lombardian, well, basically the Milan region and Venetian region, and then we push through Lombardia into the Venetian territory under control of the Austrians, and we keep on pushing. Probably try and form some kind of defensive line there or something like that, depending how far we get. And then we force the station into Bavaria. We make for the capital of the Austrian Empire. We take Vienna. Possibly head over and take Budapest. Is it Budapest? Pest? I think it's Budapest. I believe Budapest is the capital of Hungary. I'm pretty sure it's Budapest. It rings a bell. But anyway, we carry on and we take the capital of Hungary as well, and hopefully try and force the Austrians to the peace table. Maybe take something significant, I have no idea. I've not actually annexed a nation or defeated a nation as of yet. But perhaps force Austria to the peace table. Ah, they're blockaders. And then... hello. Yep, that's another battle in Cuba. Yeah, and then try and force like some kind of truce, and depending on how long that truce could last, we could try and prevent them from joining the coalition war against me. Okay. Don't crash. Oh my god, it didn't crash. Yes. So if you look over here, like, if you've ever noticed before, it was saving to my C drive. Now it's saving to my D drive, which is great. So that seems to be fine. So we have a small force over here. I do hope the AI understands how to actually avoid taking attrition. I'd hope so. Okay, I could really do with some better admirals. I really could. Okay, so they're blockading us off the coast of Cherbourg. Just fine. Yep, that's a lot more ships. Surely the British will pull their ships back in. I'd like to hope so. Right, Oldenburg, sorry. Right, so we gained 2 war score now. Acted on free will, Bavaria supporting France against Oldenburg and has declared war. Fantastic. Oldenburg's a really nice ally, actually. Right. Try and find something interesting. So we did gain control of Munster then. Great stuff, and we gained 16 supply cards and 19 crates of ammunition. So that's good supply actually. So you have 28 command points. You have somehow more than Napoleon. I imagine that's probably due to one of these commanders having a negative trait of some kind. Probably somewhere. Probably one of these hotheads or something like that. Who knows? Fire discipline, that's a nice little trait there. Strong morale. It might be just the fact that he has a commander in over here who's... Here's a staffer, yeah, the staffer might be doing it actually, that gives you 2 points. So that's good to know actually. Now I do need those supplies. Are those supplies ready yet? The French detachment. I think they're ready, actually. Okay, well, we'll send these supplies over here. It'll take 15 days. Just fine. I think I'll send this force with them, and then at least we can station these men where they're going to be needed. Or at least useful, sorry. Yeah, okay, I'll send those men over there as well. So, do we have a breach yet? I do not believe so. Nope. We do not have a breach in the city. So it lasts about 6 turns, and we have a chance each turn. Fantastic. That's a 75% chance of success. What is their power in there? They have a brigade. Well, a brigade. I reckon I could assault that and take it easily, but I'd rather not. But then again, how many hits am I taking from the foul weather? How are you taking hits from this weather? What's the weather like? Oh, yeah, that'd make a lot of sense. That'd make a lot of sense. Well, look at you, Netherlands. Dig. Yeah, that weather's pretty horrific. Right, so we have 2 divisions being trained over here. Well, yes, the Austrians only have about 19 ships, and only 3 of those 19 ships are actual warships, and they're only brigs. They're only the size of this, so this is a brig squadron. So they'd have an extra brig, so they're only 18 cannon ships, whereas over here, this is not even my best fleet, and we have first rank squadrons with 74 guns. So I think we could deal with the Austrian Navy, which would be fantastic. So what I may do actually is send my fleet over and around Italy, past Sicily, and try and station them over here actually. And then at least they would be in use in defeating the Austrians' navy. And it allows to bombard cities like this, like Venezia, and basically allows to take it. So we'll send them over here then. Do we actually have a structure capable of taking them? Bologna does not have a port. Rimini does not have a port. We have a port in Mantua. We have a port over here in Ancona, so Ancona's quite important then. Is this a river port though? It is a river port, though it does have a harbour. Let's have a look then. No. We need a port. It does make the Purple States all the more attractive for that naval base. It definitely does. Let's take that out of here. 2 command points to 1. Put that in there. There we go. The Milan Reserve. A patroller. Abs is better at detecting, reconnaissance and cavalryman, charismatic. That's not bad at all. Oh, we have one of these down here actually. Sweet. These are really interesting actually. It's basically like your army logistics corps or something. Okay, well, we're in the shit over here, so we might as well carry on to tours. Or could we head over here? Actually, we could head over here to Porto's. It's basically Porto. I'm going to call it Porto. And yeah, maybe head down to Limousin region. I'd like to know if my guns are actually firing on the British. I don't think they actually are. Is it because the garrison is not in an offensive posture? I'll try that actually. Land bombardment. Not enough range for your guns. Need 5+. Not entrenched guns and not in a fort. Right. So we need a range of 5. Can I bring that open? Range 6. Range 6. What is that entrenchment level? I mean, that's definitely a fort. Yes, that's a size, well, a level 1 fort. I'm not entirely sure then. Perhaps we need more guns over there. 120 war... Well, 120 conscripts, 90 war supply. So it costs us £510. So we'll have to save up for that. Flagship squadron. Oof. I'd wish I had more of those. Okay. So you will head over here. So that's guard, I think. No, it's grenadiers. Okay, that's good to know. Yes, we have a lot of cavalry. Which is fair enough, really. Right. Relations with Austria are still terrible. Spain, our relations are improving. I might as well continue that. Oh, well, I suppose it will continue. Very, very, very good. They are improving over here, actually. Hessen would be very, very nice to have in our alliance. The Grand Duke of Hessen. Come on, Sicily. Right, so we are improving relations over here then, so let's keep that up. I need the papacy on board as well. Where is the Rhine Confederacy? I have not seen them. I suppose I might as well improve relations with them. Sweden. You're not the best. Mr. Gustav, you're not the best. The bloody USA. Okay, we'll save here then. Yes, I have so many troops and this weather is awful. I'd like to be able to send them all to a different place and organize them, like say send them to Paris and then organize them into the different armies. But yeah, it's pretty tough when the weather's so bad. Whoops, I need to go to decisions actually. We'll try for... partisan raid, interesting. Oh, we get the partisans over here, fantastic. Oh, but we'll leave it as it is. We'll get a breach in the end. We will get a breach. Do we have the combat over here? Hello! Ah! Cherbourg has bombarded the Havania squadron, landing 36 hits. Fantastic. So we actually do fire. Very nice. Right, so it should work over here then in the other ports. I imagine they've just got to be moving through the actual area. Possibly if they're staying in the area and they're not on some kind of posture, like say aggressive posture, maybe they do not get hit. I'm not entirely sure. Or it may be just in a matter of like evasion. Honestly, no clue. Dun, 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 dun. I'm really not sure when Austria may declare war, though, in all honesty. I have no idea what sort of timetable we're on here. The Napoleonic Wars ended in 1812 and the game ends in 1815. So, perhaps enough time for us to really bring about a change in history. What I would like to do is try and remove Austria from the game. I'll try and remove them from the game long enough so that they won't be of any consequence for a time. They have about 6,000 combat strength army, so they're kind of on par with the Prussians. I do not know the strength of the Russian army, but I imagine probably over that. If I was to hazard a guess with the Russian size, I'd go with probably 10k, something like that, something in that region. I imagine it's quite a large army. It may not be the most powerful army, so it may not be up there in combat strength, but I imagine the numbers would be quite good. Then again, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I can't imagine how it would play out us trying to invade Russia. I mean, if we tried to make it to Moscow, that would